What's going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and welcome to the Rodcast, the Monster Truck Fanatic podcast, which is your ultimate destination for all things monster trucks, whether you're a die-hard Monster Jam fan, a passionate follower of the sport, or just an avid player of the Monster Jam or Monster Truck-related video games. This is the podcast for you. Once again, I'm your host, Project Rod, and today is episode 11 of the Rodcast, going on 3 months now. And today we should have a good one for you. Again, I'm going to be riding solo. Again, just poor planning on my part. I took this last week off of work just as a vacation, just to kind of get away from work and kind of relax a little bit, but also get caught up on everything I have going on. For example, the Showdown series, the Monster Jam Showdown Champions League, which I had to change to the Project Rod Showdown Champions League. Just to prevent any kind of copyright infringement or anything. I even updated the logo and all that to make it more personal, but also kind of just get away from any kind of copyright or anything. I ran into some issues with TeeSpring, which I decided to give a shot for some merch. So there are some shirts out now for the Rodcast, the Project Rod channel shirt, and the Project Rod Showdown Champions League shirt now on TeeSpring. Hopefully I can have the link down below in the description if I remember, and if not, it's definitely on the Discord, but I can put it in some more areas so it's more easier to access. So aside from that, catching up on Showdown, finally completed it. Monster Jam Showdown, again, the most recent game to come out for Monster Jam. Just came out, last week maybe? It's only been out for a week, maybe two now at this point. And it's pretty fun. I mean, I'd like to know what your feedback is. I know it's kind of been a 50-50, I guess, depending on how you look at it. And just a lot of back and forth. I know a lot of complaints with the physics of the game. And I know I ran into the trouble myself. This trouble myself, as the hitboxes for the crush cars are just the worst. If you hit it in the wrong angle or something, it's just like hitting a brick wall. And I know in the stadiums, if you get too close to the wall, you end up kind of like the wall kind of sucks you in. It's really weird. But other than that, I mean, it's a great game. It's a fun game. And I enjoyed it. Finally got unlocked everything. All the trucks. Haven't done all the liveries yet. I forget how you say it. Liveries? Whatever. Anyways, I haven't unlocked all of those yet. I've kind of taken a break off of that and focused more on some other projects I have going on, for example. And I promise I'm going to get to more Monster Jam related stuff here in this podcast. I'm actually going to talk about the lineup that was just pronounced for 2025. So, but I'm just going to go ahead and get this stuff out of the way first. I have some upcoming projects coming along. I have a collaboration with Angel Garcia, who is the driver, or was the driver, of Earthshaker in my Steel Titans 2 series, and Trip Racing, who is an amazing driver, mind you, in Beam, and he has some amazing custom trucks that he does, and it's all over my Discord. If you're on my Discord, if you go to I forget what channel it is, I think it's just a BeamNG drive channel on my Discord, and he's constantly posting just about every day images of his trucks, his custom trucks, and clips of his custom trucks, and it's just amazing. This guy is incredibly talented, and I really recommend you guys check him out. He's on Twitter, he's on TikTok, he's on Instagram, and I'll definitely get that pulled up here in a second to let you know what his tags are. But this guy is incredible when it comes to designing these custom trucks, and just the way he drives these trucks. I mean, it's pretty sick. So again, have a collaboration with him and Angel Garcia coming out. Angel Garcia, another great driver. I don't want to take away from him, but when it comes to Beam as well. But Trip _racing _ motorsports is his TikTok. And then I can get that here in a second. His Instagram. Here's his Instagram. It is Trip _ racing. Is his Instagram. So really check him out. He has some great stuff, as well as Angel Garcia. His YouTube channel is I'm trying to read this off of my computer really quick. Super Yoshi Bros 4321 is his YouTube channel, and he has some BeamMG videos on there, as well as some other stuff. So really check these guys out. Really great guys. I had Angel on the podcast not too long ago, and I do plan on having Trip Racing on here pretty soon. So again, looking forward to this video. Have it just about all edited, just have to do some commentary, and it's kind of been on the low. They didn't really announce it too much, didn't really talk about it too much, but I definitely tried to step my game up when it came to BeamNG to bring out a really good video for you guys, and I hope you guys just really enjoy it. I mean, I had a lot of fun making it. I won't spoil it too much. I'll just let y'all watch that. So I'm planning on maybe possibly a Wednesday upload, Wednesday, September, what would that be, 10th? If I'm looking at the calendar, 11th, excuse me, on 9/11. Yeah, so that's probably the date that I'm looking at right now. As long as things go right, I can definitely have that out. And yeah, looking forward to it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Maybe in the future, we can have some more collaborations, have some more people involved with these videos, because again, it was a lot of fun making these, and I do apologize to them for taking as long as I did. We've been talking about this for weeks, and I was just now able to get around to it. So huge thank you to them, and I hope you guys enjoy that. Another piece of news that I wanted to let out or let you guys know in terms of my channel is, if you've been with me since the beginning, and I'm talking about way back when, back 2015-ish, I believe, when I first started YouTube, and then obviously I took a break and then I came back. I've said that time and time again. I'm a broken record at this point. But if you've been with me since the beginning, you know that I had my start in diecast races with the 1/64 scale, at that time, Hot Wheels Monster Jam trucks, and had about 16 of them. I had like 3 1/24 scale ones. I do have a 17th Monster Jam drag race that I recorded and never uploaded. It was considered lost footage until I finally found it. I came across it in my old GoPro, which I used for an upcoming video that I'm going to announce here in a second. But I found the footage, guys, and I haven't really watched it completely. I was just making sure that it still worked, and it was still recording right, so I can use it for the video. But definitely plan on hopefully editing that together and putting it out for everyone to see, because again, this is just a lost piece of footage from I believe it was 2018 that I announced my comeback to YouTube and the Monster Jam community, and unfortunately it fell through, and I never went through with it. Unfortunately, I wish I did, because who knows where everything would be by now. But it is what it is. Things happen for a reason, and here I am. But hopefully I can get that together and out for you guys here pretty soon. But the reason I was going through that GoPro footage and going through everything is because the Monster Jam drag races are back for the 1/64 scale, and this time I'm going all out. I have adult money now. I can definitely fund this a whole lot better. So I hope you guys enjoy. It will get a rebrand, or it's kind of like a reboot of the original series, because it's Spin Master now, and I have a lot of those trucks now compared to the Hot Wheels trucks. I still have all of my Hot Wheels trucks. They're in storage in a huge container. Maybe eventually I could do like a Hot Wheels versus Spin Master, but for now it's just going to be called the Project Rod Monster Truck Diecast Drag Race, which is a huge name, but it'll catch on. You guys will see. But I did create this huge custom track. I created a huge sand pit for these trucks to have like a finish line and like jumps and all that. So I hope you guys enjoy. Again, I've teased it on my Discord time and time again. So again, let me remind you, check out my Discord. Join the Discord. If you're not on Discord, please join it. A lot of news is on there, a lot of upcoming projects, a lot of sneak peeks at projects are on there. And like I said, I created this whole setup for this specific series because I want to make a comeback with it. And my original plan, my initial plan right now, is to do a monthly video with these trucks, to where each month is like a theme. So for example, we're in September right off the bat is widely known for being Hispanic Heritage Month. So I'm thinking maybe if I get to it, and again, hope we don't know at this point, just because I'm kind of everywhere. I'm working on different projects at the moment, but Hispanic Heritage Month, so maybe it could be like a Hispanic heritage themed type race day for September, and then come Halloween it'll be like a Halloween race day for the Diecast Drag Race series, and then in November it'll be a Thanksgiving, and in December it'll be Christmas, in January it'll be like a New Year's theme or whatever it is, February Valentine's Day theme, and so on and so forth. I just want to make these monthly now because I've really wanted to come back to these, and I've really enjoyed these whenever I was doing YouTube way back when. And I know a lot of other people really enjoyed it, and it's just a fun experience overall. But you will see a video of that coming out soon, and I'm going to be calling it the Pre-Season Showdown, because it's not an official video. It's just kind of like a sneak peek of what's to come with this series. And there's a lot of unfortunate mistakes that I made when doing this video. You're going to see a lot. I mean, it's not going to be the cleanest. I was just trying out something new, trying out different angles, different lighting, indoors instead of outdoors, and you're going to see it's going to need some polishing, it's going to need some work, but now I understand what I'm working with, and the first, I guess the initial takeoff of this series is going to be a whole lot better. I'm hoping so. Definitely keep a lookout for that. And I'll just say right now, for the semifinal race, the semifinal races in that video are all jacked up because I paired the wrong trucks together. I didn't create a bracket until after the fact, and I realized my mistake during editing. So I apologize. It is what it is. But again, preseason, I didn't do any signups or anything. I just wanted to do it with trucks, and just to get a feel for things and to get back into the groove. But it's going to be a 32 truck race, and I'm really looking forward to it. Custom track, custom everything. Again, check out my Discord. My Discord has a picture of what that track looked like, so you can get an idea of what we're going to be working with. So definitely looking forward to that, and I will do signups, and we'll do like a truck champion, driver champion, all that stuff, just like before. But this time we'll actually keep up with it, and I'll try to do like stats and stuff, make it interesting, make it more, what's the word I'm looking for, more interactive, I guess, for everybody watching. So looking forward to that, and I hope you guys enjoy. So I have one more thing to talk about before I move on to the whole Monster Jam lineup announcement, but I'll go ahead and talk about that in the end, and we'll go ahead and move on with the 2025 lineup for Monster Jam. So as I'm recording this right now at 11:51 p.m. on September 9th, 2024. So it's been a late night, and it's been a lot of late nights for me this whole week as I've been trying to catch up on recording, editing, and all that stuff, and just working with other ideas, and playing Showdown and all that. So I'm doing this late, but as of now, as of September 6th, 2024, 11:51 p.m., this is the current Monster Jam 2025 lineup for all of these stadium series or stadium championships and the arena championships. And if you were keeping track of the on social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and all that for Monster Jam, they were teasing it, and a lot of people were disappointed because whenever they did initially announce it, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, it was like a guessing game. It was like, oh, these are the stops, and these are baby pictures of some of the drivers. Can you guess which ones they are? And it's like, what are you doing? Like, just tell us. Like, just tell us who the drivers are. Why do we have to play a guessing game? And a lot of people were kind of upset about that I noticed that it's like, why are we playing this? Just tell us who's going where. Like, let us know. So it was a little frustrating, but it is what it is. We knew eventually they dropped the whole lineup and let us know everything. So they finally did that, I think earlier today or late yesterday, I don't recall. But let's go ahead and get started with the Stadium Championship Series East that we'll be going to as of now, because there's some dates missing. One that I noticed right off the bat is Houston. I go to all the Houston shows, and it's not on here, but I know one of the reasons that kind of delays their scheduling is because of the Texans. And yeah, that's always upset me in the past. I remember way back when there was a Monster Jam event scheduled for early January, and the Texans had made it to the playoffs, and they had to postpone that event. So there was drivers that I was unable to see because of that, and I was so upset. I was so mad, and all for the Texans to just completely get swept, like a shutout. I believe, well, shutout is a term for baseball. I don't know if it's the same for football, but they lost like whatever the score was to 0. They didn't score anything. So I was highly upset because it's like, y'all rescheduled Monster Jam for them to get absolutely creamed. But is what it is. I digress. But the Series East Championship Series, Stadium Championship Series, will be going to the following dates as of now. We're looking at San Diego, California on January 4th and 5th. January 11th and 12th is San Diego, California again. So back-to-back weeks, it looks like. From January 18th through the 19th, so Saturday and Sunday, they're going to be at Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. January 25th and 26th, they will be at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. I might try to go to that one. San Antonio is like 2-3 hours away from me. So if I can make it, I'm definitely going to go. So if you're in the San Antonio area, I'd love to meet you. I'd love to talk. Maybe I can get you on the podcast, and we can do a in-person podcast instead of over Discord. That'd be really interesting, and I'm sure a lot of fun. But moving on with the rest of the dates, we're looking at February 14th through the 16th at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, mind you, if you'll notice the gap, it says January 25th through 26th, and then it's like a 3 week gap until February 14th through the 16th. And as I'm looking at that, there's a big gap in between. So I'm assuming right now that the Houston show is going to be somewhere in between there. So late January, early February is going to be the Stadium Series or Stadium Championship Series East in Houston. So just kind of speculation out here. Hopefully I can come back and say I was right. But moving on with the dates, February 22nd through the 23rd at Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan. March 1st in Camping World Stadium, Orlando, Florida. Again, where Monster Jam World Finals, I believe 19 and 20 were held. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's the time that I was away from Monster Jam, so I'm not entirely sure on that. March 8th in Jacksonville, Florida in Everbank Stadium. March 15th through the 16th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Right? That's a state, Indiana? Whatever. Anyways, excuse me, sorry. March 23rd to the 22nd through the 23rd at Freedom Hall, Louisville, Kentucky. March 29th in Protective Stadium, Birmingham, Alabama. April 5th in New Orleans, Louisiana. April 12th in Gillette Stadium, Foxborough, Massachusetts. April 26th, Lincoln Financial Field, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. May 3rd, MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Geez, I'm stuttering over my words. June 7th through the 8th is going to be the Moody Center in Austin, Texas, which I know for a fact is a arena. So it's going to be the Stadium Series in an arena, which I've been to the Moody Center for an Austin, Texas show. It was, like 10 years ago. And I'm not a big fan of arenas, so I might stay away from Austin. Again, I'm like 2-3 hours away from Austin, same as San Antonio. But I'd much rather go to the Alamo Dome show than the Moody Center show. But I digress. And then July 4th and 5th, of course, is the Monster Jam World Finals in Salt Lake City, Utah. And as of now, these are the current drivers for that series. Is going to be Tyler Menninga driving Gravedigger, Cynthia Gautier, my favorite, and my wife, and she doesn't know it, driving the Lucas Stabilizer, Armando Castro and El Toro Loco, which is very exciting. I'm glad to see that Armando Castro is going to be in the Stadium Series this time around, and looking forward to see what he can bring. I know he was in I believe a couple stadium shows after World Finals, and he did pretty good. And he is your reigning World Finals skills champion. An amazing attempt. If you haven't seen it, which I doubt you haven't, but if you haven't seen it, definitely recommend you check that out because it was amazing. But glad to see that he's on the tour for the Stadium Championship Series. Bari Musaru will be in Zombie. Colt Stevens in Thunderosaurus. Camden Murphy says TBA. So I'm wondering are they doing away with Bakugan? I would hope not, but I mean, scrolling down, I'm on the website now, scrolling down, I don't see a single driver driving Bakugan. I don't see Bakugan mentioned at all. So if I'm not mistaken, Spin Master has a pretty good deal and a long contract with Monster Jam. I don't know the specifics. I didn't really look that much into it, but I doubt they would be taking Bakugan out and replacing it with something else. I know for the Houston show in October, here next month, he's going to be driving Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. I'll definitely check that out at the end of this once I'm through with all the lineups. But that's kind of odd to see because I think the Marvel trucks are just going to be like a quick, like a few shows. I believe it's Arlington, Houston, and Glendale are the only places that are getting these trucks. So kind of odd. So kind of not sure what's going to happen there. So if you have an idea, let me know. I'd be interested to see what your thoughts are. But Kevin Crocker will be driving Megalodon after the departure of Corey Rummel, I believe was his name. So he is taking a break from Monster Jam. He's not completely retiring. He did say that he's just going to take a break. He has like his own business that he's working on, and it's been pretty good for him lately. So great news for him. Luckily, it's nothing bad, not a bad reason that he's stepping away from Monster Jam. It's just he's choosing to focus more on his personal life and his personal business, and that's of course that's always more important, is to make sure that your personal life comes first as well as your own personal goals. And again, has his own business. It's thriving right now. So right now is the best time for him to step away. But he says he will be back. So it'd be great to see him come back later on in the future. Of course, you got Jim Kohler and Chris Kohler back again in the same tour, father and son, in Avenger and Monster Mutt. So looking forward to what these two have to offer. Chris Kohler is starting to be one of my favorite drivers. Definitely has some great wild moments here and there. And I'm sure he has a bright future ahead of him. Joe Foley is going to be in the Axe truck, so definitely looking forward to that. He was in El Toro Loco this past season, and I did see him in Houston in El Toro Loco, and he did an amazing job So definitely looking forward up to that. I believe he won freestyle in the second Monster Jam Houston show this year. Excuse me, fighting allergies again. But Joe Foley, again, great driver. Mike Christensen in Vendetta, another driver that surprises me. He's actually a really good driver, and looking forward to see what he has in store this upcoming season. And Dalton Widener, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, in Jurassic Attack. So Matt Johnson, if you're listening to this, I'm going to be seeing Jurassic Attack hopefully when they come down to Houston. So looking forward to that. And again, all of these trucks and drivers are subject to change, as well as the dates for the series. So kind of up in the air right now, but these are the ones that are for sure set in stone at the moment. Now let's go ahead and move forward to the Stadium Championship Series West, where these 12 drivers that I'm going to name here in a second will be going to the following places. On January 4th and 5th, we're going to be seeing Series West in Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. January 11th through 12th at T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Missouri. January 18th through the 19th at the Dome at America Center in St. Louis, Missouri. January 25th and 26th in Lone Depot Park. I did not, I kind of almost butchered that, in Miami, Florida. February 1st and 2nd in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. February 15th and 16th in Angel Stadium, Anaheim, California. Again, so returning to Angel Stadium about a little over 5 weeks, from the first time. February 22nd and 23rd, going to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. March 1st and 2nd at UTEP Sun Bowl Stadium in El Paso, Texas. March 15th through the 16th at the Oakland Arena in Oakland, California. Mind you, going back to El Paso, that's like 8 hours away from me, so that's a no-go for me. April 5th, Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. April 12th through the 13th at Atlanta Motor Speedway in Atlanta, Georgia, which should be a great one. They have some amazing shows there, and looking forward to see what they have in store for this next season. May 17th, they're going to be returning to SoFi Stadium, which was the home of World Finals this year, in Inglewood, California. And then lastly, July 4th through the 5th, Monster Jam World Finals, Salt Lake City, Utah. So let's go ahead and meet the trucks and drivers for Series West. And of course, you got Adam Anderson in Gravedigger, my least favorite Anderson. I will die on that hill. Caleb Blood in Sparkle Smash. So still no news on Soldier Fortune and what's going to happen with that as of yet that I know of. Haven't really heard anything since Kayla moved to Sparkle Smash, but looking forward to see what she has in store. I mean, a lot of people really wanted that truck to come to life, so I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a good one. Tristan England returning in the JCB Diggatron. Son of a Digger and Ryan Anderson, my favorite Anderson as of now, right behind Dennis Anderson. But a great driver, Ryan Anderson. Looking forward to see what he has in store. Honestly, again, one of my favorites to watch, as well as Todd LeDuc in Megalodon. Unfortunately, doesn't look like we're going to be getting Metal Militia anytime soon, but I'd love to see him in Blue Thunder. I mean, I feel like that truck would be a good fit for him. And I don't know, that Megalodon truck just doesn't really suit him well. I think he needs to be thrown back into Blue Thunder. And I mean, honestly, Monster Energy or Metal Militia, let's sign that contract again, Monster Jammer Feld. Let's get this going, because this guy was a monster in, no pun intended, in Monster Energy and Metal Militia. I mean, this dude was a beast. And he just, I don't know, he kind of fell off a little bit since then, and it's very unfortunate, but I'm looking forward to see what Todd has to bring, and hopefully he can bring home another championship in World Finals. But moving on down the list, we have Jamie Gardner in El Toro Loco, Bryce Kenny in TBA again. So it makes me wonder, did the contract with Great Clips end, or like what's going on here? Because first we have Bakugan Dragonoid that hasn't been mentioned at all. So Camden Murphy, which that has been his truck, is just TBA. So Bryce Kenny, again, TBA, doesn't have anything as of yet. So again, makes me wonder what's going on. Are we losing Mohawk Warrior? Are we getting a new truck? Like, what's going on here? So let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know what you speculate when it comes to this. Again, going down the list, we have Zach Gardner in Wildside, the reigning World Finals racing champion. So excited to see him. Hopefully they do come to Houston, which I'm sure they will. Looking at the dates again, I don't see exactly when that could fall in Houston, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. Come on, Monster Jam, do your thing. I want to see these drivers. I want to see these trucks. Let's do it. Cole Vernard returning in the Black Pearl. Matt Pagliarulo in Jester, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken, and Michael Pagliarulo, oh my god, that's a hard last name, in Excalibur. So looking forward to see Excalibur for the first time in person. I've seen nothing but pictures. I've unlocked it in Monster Jam Showdown. It's a beautiful truck, and I look forward to seeing that in person. So let's get those Houston dates lined up and ready to go, because I'm ready. I'm excited. So these are the drivers, trucks, drivers, and stops as of now for the Stadium Championship Series West. As we move on down to the Arena Championship Series, and there's going to be 3 of them. We got Central, East, and West. Yeah, Central, East. Oh, there's 2 Easts. Central, 2 Easts, and 2 West. Man, there's a lot of arena tours. I'll try to fly through these really quick. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the arena shows. I don't know. I feel like it's just... I mean, it brings, you know, the show to people who don't have huge stadiums around them, so that's great. But I just feel like there's just so much that they miss because it's such a small area. So I mean, again, it's great that they're able to bring it to you know, these smaller areas, but you know, it's I don't know. I feel like they need bigger. They need something better to really, you know, show these trucks off. And I don't know. But again, I digress. Let's go ahead and go down the dates for the Arena Series Championship, and I won't give dates. Well, there's just a lot. I'm just gonna go in order of town and arena, and the dates I won't really stress too much on. But again, all this information is on the Monster Jam website, so be sure to check that out if you want more specific dates. There's just a lot. So right off the bat, we're going to be starting in Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. Screw it, I'm going to say the dates. In January 4th and 5th. January 10th and 11th is going to be at the Fiserv Forum, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. January 24th and 26th in Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. January 31st through the 2nd of February at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. February 7th through 9th, UBS Arena in Belmont Park, New York. February 14th through the 16th at DCU Center, Worcester, Massachusetts. February 22nd and 23rd at the Simons Bank Arena in Little Rock, Arkansas. March 7th through 9th at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Missouri. March 14th through the 16th at the Huntington Center, Toledo, Ohio. March 21st through the 23rd at the Resch Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin. March 29th through the 30th at the XL Center, Hartford, Connecticut. April 5th through the 6th at the MVP Arena at Albany, New York. April 11th through the 13th at Hampton Coliseum, Hampton, Virginia, April 26th through the 27th at Ford Center, Evansville, Indiana. Indiana. May 2nd through the 4th at Landers Center, South Haven, Mississippi. Is that Mississippi? What's MS? What is it? What state is MS? Oh my goodness. I am excuse me again. I'm like I said, it's past midnight at this point. I am tired. What's MS? Is MS Mississippi? Give me something. I'm on Google Maps right now. Give me something, Google. Mississippi doesn't tell me what the abbreviation is. Give me something here, as I am wasting time here for everybody listening. Mississippi, it's not. Oh yeah, MS is Mississippi. Jeez, I'm sorry. Moving on, May 10th through the 11th at the Vibrant Arena, Moline, Illinois. May 17th at the Rupp Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. And again, July 4th and 5th at the Monster Jam World Final, Salt Lake City, Utah. Let's go ahead and go through the list of drivers for the Arena Championship Series Central. And we have Matt Cody and Gravedigger, Fernando Martinez, and El Toro Loco. I've heard a lot of good things about him, seen a lot of good things about him. So I feel like this guy has some great potential. Jamie Sullivan will be driving a second Sparkle Smash, so she will be coming out of the driver's seat of Monster Madamation and jumping in to Sparkle Smash. So looking forward to see what she has in store. Then we have Angelina Knock in Megalodon, John Zimmer Sr. in Zombie, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. So the return of John Zimmer Jr. after taking some time off and focusing more on some independent tours. We have Triton Robbins in Crazy Train and Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. So a lot of family in this tour. Half of the tour, or half of the lineup, is family. So really interesting to see and looking forward to it. John Zimmer, a veteran of the sport, and he's had some amazing moments. So maybe we can see him in World Finals for next year. It'd be really very exciting to see what he has in store and what can bring us, as well as his son, John Zimmer Jr. But moving on to the first Series East for the Arena Championship. Again, there's 2 of them. We'll go down the dates and doesn't look as many as Central. But January 4th through 5th, Greensville, South Carolina at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. January 11th through the 12th at the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. North Carolina? Is that a state? Oh my goodness. That's how you know it's late and I am tired. It is a state. Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland at the CFG Bank Arena on January 17th through the 19th. January 25th through the 26th at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. January 31st through February 2nd at Amica Mutual Pavilion in Providence, Rhode Island. February 14th through the 16th at PPG Paint Arena, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. February 21st through the 23rd at the PPL Center at Allentown, Pennsylvania. March 15th through the 16th at Cadence Bank Arena, Tupelo, Mississippi. Mississippi Coast Coliseum, Biloxi, Mississippi, March 22nd through the 23rd, March 28th through the March 28th through 30th, Mahogany Arena at Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Wilkes-Barre. I've been corrected multiple times and I still don't know if I'm saying it right, so Wilkes-Barre it is. April 12th through the 13th at Wells Fargo Arena, Des Moines, Iowa. Des Moines, whatever. April 18th through the 19th at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Lincoln. And what is NE? Oh my God, I don't know my states. What's NE? What is NE? It's not New Hampshire. What's NE? North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, obviously Nebraska. Colorado Springs, Colorado at the Broadmoor World Arena, May 2nd through the 4th, May 17th through the 18th at Pensacola Bay Center, Pensacola, Florida. And again, finally, July 4th through 5th at the Monster Jam World Final, Salt Lake City, Utah. And the lineup for this Series East is Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger Tony Oaks and Thunder Roras, MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco, Michaela Tulachka and Megalodon, Brandon Tulachka and Get Her Done. A Monster Mutt Dalmatian will be driven on this tour, but the driver is to be announced. And then we have Mark Hall in Raminator and Kirk Kramer in Ramunation. So some great trucks that I'm going to be excited to see. Obviously I won't see in person, but videos and such. Mark Hall, a veteran of the sport. Kirk Kramer, I might get grilled for this. The name sounds very familiar, but doesn't really ring a bell at the moment. But that's gonna be your lineup and dates as of now for the Arena Series Championship East. Moving on to the second Arena Championship Series West. Or wait, what? Whoa! Yo, what am I talking about? There's only one East and one West. I am looking at the wrong thing again. I'm tired. I apologize. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. With the last Arena Championship Series, and that's going to be the West Series, where they will be going to Salt Lake City, Utah at the Delta Center on January 3rd through the 5th, January 10th through the 12th, Reno Sparks Livestock Events Center. That is a long name for a center. And Reno, Nevada, January 17th through the 19th at the Tacoma Dome in Tacoma, Washington. Golden One Center, Sacramento, California on January 24th through the 26th. February 1st through the 2nd at the Fargo Dome in Fargo, North Dakota. February 7th through the 9th at the Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. February 15th through the 16th at Paycom Center, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. February 22nd through the 23rd in Intrust Bank Arena, Wichita, Kansas. February 23rd through March 2nd at Moda Center, Portland, Oregon. March 7th through 9th at Save Mart Center, Fresno, California. March 14th through the 16th, at the Tingley Coliseum, Albuquerque, New Mexico. March 21st through the 23rd at Tucson Arena at Tucson, Arizona. March 29th through the 30th at Florence Center, Florence, South Carolina. Right? South Carolina? Yes. April 4th through 6th at I'm not even sure how you say that. Schottenstein Center, Columbus, Ohio. April 11th through the 13th at North Charleston Coliseum at North Charleston, South Carolina. April 18th through the 20th at Macon Coliseum, Macon, Georgia. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that as well. April 25th through the 27th at Von Braun Center, Probst Arena, Huntsville, Alabama. May 10th through 11th at SNHU Arena at Manchester, New Hampshire. Is that New Hampshire? May 17th through the 18th at Heritage Bank Center, Cincinnati, Ohio. And then again, wrapping it up on July 4th and 5th at the Monster Jam World Finals, Salt Lake City, Utah. And this is the lineup for that series. Again, Arena Championship Series West. There's only one. I don't know why I said there was two, but we have Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, Ashley Sanford in Megalodon, Cody Saucier in Dragon, which I don't know why he's in arenas, which he was before, but man, this guy, he's talented. And I feel like he should be on the Stadium Series, or the Stadium Championship Series, as well as Brianna Mahan in Scooby-Doo. Again, another driver that I don't know why she's in arenas. I really think that she deserves to be in the Stadium Series, but I digress. I guess Monster Jam knows what they're doing. Last four drivers for this series is going to be Berto Trevino in Monster Mutt Rottweiler, the return of the Rottweiler, so definitely a return that a lot of people were looking forward to. Joe Uri in Earthshaker, Devin Winfield in Velociraptor, and Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. And again, these are the drivers, trucks, and dates as of now for Arena Championship Series West for the 2025 Monster Jam season. Again, all these dates, drivers, locations, everything are all subject to change at any given time. This is just what Monster Jam released as of today, or as of what date is this? If I scroll all the way down, there is no date on this, so thank you, Monster Jam, for that, for not giving me a date that I can refer back on. There you go, September 6th, 2024. So this was just released earlier today, which I guess would be yesterday, because it is already September 7th, 2024 at 12:15 a.m. So it's past midnight, and I'm still doing this. But we'll go ahead and wrap this up with some more Monster Jam information. Again, I will be going to the Houston show on October 19th, 2024 at NRG Stadium. And the current lineup for that show is Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. Yay! Camden Murphy in The Amazing Spider-Man, Bari Musara, in Black Panther, Brandon Arthur in Iron Man, and Jamie Sullivan in Thor, Caleb Blood in Sparkle Smash, Jamie Gardner in El Toro Loco, Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack, Jim Kohler in Avenger, Chris Kohler driving the Rod Ryan show, which I'm so tired of seeing that truck. I get Rod Ryan. He's, the what's it called, 94.5 The Buzz, and it's all right. It's a radio station that plays a lot of the same songs 100 times a day, that never really plays anything new. And I'm just tired of seeing this truck. Just bring out the truck that we all want to see. I think earlier this year, instead of I think it was Velociraptor, we got the Rod Ryan show truck, and I was so upset, because it's like, I don't want to see this truck. I don't care. It's a mediocre radio show that plays the same songs 100 times a day. Let's give me what I came here to see, which is Velociraptor. And here I'm going to be missing out on Monster Mutt, which I'd really rather see Monster Mutt over the Rod Ryan show. But again, I digress. Moving on to the last two, we got Vendetta and Mike Christensen and Zach Gardner in Wildside. So excited to see Wildside. I don't think I've seen him so far in person. So very exciting to see that. And again, Dave609 from YouTube will be at that show, and I'm most likely going to meet him for the first time. We meant to meet earlier this year. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that, to get together. But this time around, we're hoping to get together, and maybe I could do the podcast with him there, as he is one of the guests that is lined up. So looking forward to meeting him, and really anybody else who can be there. So let me know if you're going to be there. I'll be more than happy to meet you, and we can chat, we can talk Monster Jam, and maybe kind of get a little mini podcast going. Just a quick questionnaire, so kind of like an interview of what you're looking forward to in that show and whatnot. So very exciting. Looking forward to that highly. So with that, that's all I have for Monster Jam related news. I'm going to end this with some information about the Showdown series that I'm going to have coming up here soon, which we may end up pushing it back a little bit further. Some people weren't able to get the game right away, and to be able to use all the tracks, you're going to have to pretty much almost 100% the game, because at least for me, I didn't really, I may have did it differently, or I may have went in the wrong order, but I didn't get all the racing, or at least the stadium racing tracks, the head-to-head tracks, until the very end. of my playthrough. But again, that might have been just me just going the wrong way with the game. But as of now, we have 2 tours. It's going to be 24 total trucks, 12 trucks in each tour. And we have Tour Blue and Tour Violet. And the drivers of Tour Blue will be April Summers driving Monster Mud Dalmatian, one of the originals of the Steel Titans series. Angel Garcia driving Brutus, who was driving Earthshaker in the Steel Titans 2 series. Taz 2009 in Higher Education, who was a judge for me this past season. Ethan Waters in the NEA Police, who was Max D in the Steel Titans 2 series. ADHD making his debut in Mohawk Warrior for the first time on my channel. Queso 2.0 and Lucas Stabilizer, another one, making his debut on my channel. Worst COD player in Son of a Digger, which I believe he was in Mohawk Warrior for one of my seasons in the Steel Titans 2 series in the past. So coming back for the Showdown League. So looking forward to his return. Viv and Axe making his debut. Driftboy912 returning in El Toro Loco. He was the Arena Series Season 3 champion of the Steel Titans 2 sign-up series. So glad to see that he's coming back. We have Pilor 89, if I'm pronouncing that right, and Megalodon. I just found out this guy is from Spain. So again, it's crazy what the internet does, and I'm glad that I can make it out that far and get people from incredibly long distances to chat with and to have in my leagues and all that stuff. So looking forward to see what he has in store. We have Little Drift 912 in Monster Mud, who is Driftboy 912's younger sister. So she's making her debut and trying to make a name for herself here in the series like her brother. And then lastly, we have Firefly making their debut in Gravedigger the Legend. Now moving on to Tour Violet for the Showdown Champions League. We have Eric Stresky and Backwards Bob making his debut. We have V and Dragon making their debut on my channel. The Camera 9785 in Zombie, who drove Mohawk Warrior in Season 2, if I'm not mistaken, but was also a judge for Season 3. So huge shout out to him for coming out and helping me out in the past, but coming out in this series. Then we have Flames Plays and Pirate's Curse, who was Zombie in Season 2, and then Dragon in Season 3 of the Stadium Series of the Steel Titans 2 series, and came close to getting the championship in Season 3, but unfortunately, it was Brandon Thunder who came out on top and took that away from him. Daniel San Diego Murray and Northern Nightmare coming back after being Bakugan in Season 3 of the Steel Titans 2 series. MMJ Producer and Alien Invasion, who was Doomsday, the LCQ winner, and the 15th and final invitee to World Finals 3 of my Steel Titans 2 series. So looking forward to see what he has in store. Mopar SRT 1914 in Gravedigger, who is currently the reigning World Finals 3 skills champion when he won that in Blue Thunder in the Steel Titans 2 series. Then we have Toucan Plays and Avengers. So huge shout out to Toucan Plays for joining my Discord and my league. I appreciate it so much. I never thought I would ever get on his radar, and yet here we are. He's in my series. So huge shout out to Toucan Plays, again driving Avenger and making his debut on my channel. Then we have Omboji in the Jurassic Attack. He was the driver of the Dalmatian in Season 3 of the Steel Titans 2 Stadium Series. Ant99 making their debut in Velociraptor. Brendan Thunder, the reigning Season 3 Stadium Series champion, who was driving Megalodon at the time. He will be driving Vendetta for the Showdown Champions League. And last but not least, a great friend of mine and another guy that you need to check out because he has his own series coming out, Matt Johnson, driving Maximum Destruction in my series. So huge shout out to Matt Johnson as well. Again, he is the owner of the Heavy Metal Monsters League, and he'll be having a Showdown League just like me, and we'll be starting more or less around the same time, and it's going to be more or less the same concept. 24 trucks, 5 stops for each tour, and then so it's going to be a total of 10 weeks. It's going to be weekly uploads, so 5 stops for Tour Blue, at least in my case, 5 stops for Tour Violet, and then the 11th and final week will be World Finals or the Championship, depending on how you want to look at it. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, more information on my Discord. If any drivers drop out and you're interested, that's definitely a great place to go and be able to join the league. But one last thing to mention about that league, I will be introducing theme songs for these drivers, so definitely something that I'm looking forward to, and a lot of people have really liked that, and look forward to having some kind of song play for them every time they come out for skills and freestyle. And again, it's copyright-free music. It's specifically for YouTube videos and creators, and I use it for all my videos. So not sponsored in any way, but they're definitely it's Upbeat is the website definitely a great source for this kind of stuff. But as of now, that's pretty much all I got. So again, guys, huge thank you for listening. Looking forward to the future. I hope I didn't bore you guys or just kind of ramble on about the dates. I know I kind of butchered those again. It's super late. I've had a long week, and I've had a lot of fun, though, getting caught up and working on these other projects. And I hope you guys really enjoy what's coming. I'm just going to throw in a W plug really quick. I'm trying to make these as short as possible. That way I don't sound repetitive or I don't repeat myself and bore you guys. But again, guys, W Energy, be better with W Energy. Use code Project Rod to receive 10% off of your W Energy order. Be better with W Energy. Beach and Peach and Galaxy Grenade are my best and favorite flavors. But April Summers did buy the sampler pack that I've mentioned in the past here recently, and her favorite was Dragonade, which I wasn't too fond of, but hey, she liked it, she enjoyed it, and she's going to be buying a tub here pretty soon, so definitely give it a shot if you guys are interested. Again, no jitter, no crash, 0 sugar, 0 calories. It's great stuff, guys, I promise you. And I don't have a comment question of the day. I mean, you guys have left me hanging. I need some comment questions for future episodes, so if you can leave one down below, please do. I also have a channel dedicated to that on my Discord as well. So again, Discord in the description below. It's also on my Instagram, Project Rod, TikTok, Project Rod, and then of course YouTube, Project Rod. And that's all I got, guys. Again, looking forward to the future, looking forward to the projects. I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully next week I do have a guest and we can get this ball rolling again for the 12th show of the Rodcast, month number 3. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. Looking forward to the future. Looking forward to your feedback. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. If you like the podcast, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to leave a review. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. And this is Project Rod, or excuse me. Wait, is that usually what I say? No, this is what I say. I'm Project Rod, and I'll see you in the next one.